you better say a prayer. Like, dude, you like fell down that staircase like 5 times. What the frick are you doing?
Hello and welcome to Check Your Backseat, the show where we discuss all things horror. Horror, books, movies, video games, comics, TV shows. Basically, if it bleeds, we talk about it. I'm your host, Karson Broughton, and I'm joined, as always, by my first favorite and only co-host, the guy who, if was stuck in a whale's stomach and starving, would eat both the whale's stomach lining and partially digested fish, Mr. Matt Peters.
I'd probably eat the food first in its stomach to like starve it to death, and then it'd be weak, and then I'd eat its lining of the stomach, and then it would die. So I'd take that bitch down with me.
I feel like you could just eat the lining of its stomach right off the bat and it would probably start getting in rough shape.
Yeah, but if it could heal, though. Possibly.
Imagine if Pinocchio, he instead of like jumping out of the whale, like he just fucking like stabbed his way out.
With his nose?
Yeah, all of a sudden
he's like a lion.
Like, Pinocchio nose comes stabbing through the whale.
Oh, shit.
That'd be bad. Speaking of bad and death and destruction, I guess I didn't kick your ass in the kill count. We split it.
Split it.
I won American Horror Story, and you won the featured movie on a technicality.
Yeah, well, it's not. we haven't confirmed the whatever we're calling that thing, like the rules. We haven't confirmed it yet.
Yeah,
so
we
it wasn't
sucked at that. We'll get it posted. We'll just post it to Facebook or something.
Yeah.
There was 5 kills in the movie. 6 though, if you count the dog. But our rule said that you have to say a dog's gonna die, which no one's gonna say ever.
Yeah, like I don't know, unless you're feeling lucky or you want to do a drink on a drink, then maybe.
Yeah.
But
there's maybe something cool around that, but
like if I started getting ahead, maybe I'd start doing that, so I'd look badass.
Yeah. Oh, well, the rules say what the rules say. So you won the movie, and in American Horror Stories, we had 9 total kills. You guessed 13. I went 12. So puts me at 7 wins, and you up at what, at 5 or 6 now?
Yeah. Or 5 because it was 4 to 8 now, or 5 to 8. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll start something new on Facebook this week. Maybe we won't. We'll see what happens. So I guess maybe we should go and check what's in our back seats.
Are we gonna see what we're drinking first?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You got to promote the local distilleries.
I was I came into this episode not thinking I even had to drink. So, but I am armed with vodka on the rocks. I don't know if, is Pinnacle a kind of vodka or some shit like that?
Maybe. I'm not a big vodka drinker.
I don't know. Vodka drinkers out there are going to laugh. It's just like some tip, like you can buy it at the liquor store. It's a little blue bottle. Maybe starts with a P. I don't know.
But yeah, I'm not a big vodka drinker, but today I have a vodka I'm drinking as well. It is the Lucky Bastard Distillery Horkenlaken. I'm not sure. It's some sort of Ukrainian vodka stuff. Yeah. I bought it in Alberta when I was trekking there by Canmore. Thinking it was going to be cheaper, but it was $45 for the bottle.
Holy cow.
Well, yeah, I'm going to shoot this down the chute.
You drinking it out of crystal? Oh, just doing a shot.
Oh, it's not bad. It's like, it tastes sort of fruity.
Fruity vodka. Awesome. So, how about now that we're good and liquored up, we check what's in our backseat.
Let's do it now.
All right, let's do.
Come on.
This is how we do it. I don't know.
This is dirty. Hold on.
All right, it's that time of the show where we make like good little horror movie citizens, and we, before getting stabbed in the head or the back of the head or strangled or any other creative way you could die by someone attacking you from the back seat, we check what's back there first. So, Mr. Matthew, What do you have in your back seat from the week that was?
Well, I had that app called Star Wars Commander that I was playing, and I realized it was complete shit and it was just wasting my time away, so I deleted it. But I found another video game that's actually this one's better though. This one merges. It's like a TV. Have you ever heard of the show Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called POCKET MORTYS. So it merges Rick and Morty with Pokemon essentially. So yeah, it's pretty weird but cool. It's essentially there's conversions of the universes, and there's a whole bunch of Mortys around, like different Mortys, like red shirt Morty, double head Morty, one eye Morty, and you go out in a boat and you catch different Mortys, and then you try to evolve them like Pokemon, and you battle them like an RPG sort of like Pokemon. It is pretty addicting.
Did you like listen to what you just described and realize that you probably put like half of your week into this game?
Yeah. I've probably played it for like a good 5 hours. Like, I was on the road a bunch this week, and I needed a game to play, but I didn't want to play a game like Star Wars Commander was really like, if anyone played it, it'd be still the same game. Like, there's no difference between anyone playing it. Like, it's just a pay to play. If you pay more, you get to use Darth Vader more. And I like got Darth Vader, unlocked him, and I was like, yes, I'm ready to fuck shit up. But he was really underwhelming, so I was like, I'm getting rid of this game. Screw this game.
Yeah. I can't make too much fun of you because I still play Pokemon Shuffle. It's addicting as crack.
Well, this one's funny too because they have like dry humor, like exactly like the show. Which, like it's adult. It's definitely an adult game, right?
Yeah.
And there's subtle hints. Like one of the background songs is that "Shit on the Floor" song. I don't know if you've watched it, but they like sing a song about shitting on the floor.
we made up a song in university about shitting on the floor.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, your roommate shat
on the floor. It wasn't my roommate. It was a roommate's friend. But.
Got so drunk he shat on the floor.
Yeah, that was gross.
I have never got so drunk that I have shit on the floor or shit my pants.
That's good. You might have went and killed yourself, and then I might be dead because I bullied you on the internet.
Yes, I would hunt you down.
Yeah.
But what's in your backseat?
Last week I went with a group of friends and we saw The Forest. I don't even know who directed it. It's kind of a Japanese horror movie. You guys might have seen trailers for it. Basically, there's this forest in Japan where apparently if people go into it, it means they're going to kill themselves.
Yeah.
And the forest has this like mystical element that helps you kill yourself and makes you want to kill yourself. So the movie's basically about this twin sister. They're twins. One sister is informed that her sister went into the suicide forest, so she flies to Japan and goes to rescue her from the forest where people kill themselves. And it's all right. There's some pretty good jump scares that it might have been a factor that I was watching it in a theater and not on the television set, so who knows with that. It was cool to see. We don't have a lot of Japanese horror movies anymore. It doesn't seem like a lot of those come out.
They started taking a back seat since The Ring, eh?
Yeah.
I think.
That's like kind of the last one. I like The Grudge, but since that, there hasn't been a whole lot over here. And with that, there was some parts were in there that just really made no sense. And so I was like, oh yeah, that's so cool. That's cool. All right, it's Japanese horror. Like, all right, we can do some random shit. But there were some decisions that the characters made in this movie where I was like, where they completely contradicted something that they said like a minute ago.
Oh.
And so that really took me out of the movie. And the end was kind of like, they set themselves up for like a really cool twist at the end, but then they didn't actually do that twist. So then I was like let down by the end too. But that Natalie Dormer, whoo, she's a fox.
Yeah, I'd love to take her on a date. Yeah, I hope she becomes famous really quick. Or like, not just a TV star.
Yeah.
I hope she so do you think this will ignite her career, this movie, or
No.
no? Shit.
No, I don't think so. You don't see her in anything but she's in a nice dress at the start of the movie. And then after that, it's like sweater. You're outside in a forest, like it's not.
Yeah.
You're not going in a bikini.
Yeah, but she should work her assets, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dog.
But she don't work her assets in this movie, dog.
Oh, goodness.
Game of Thrones, baby. That's where.
Yeah, but it's not them in Game of Thrones, though.
Yeah.
It's porn stars. I didn't know that. They don't get the actors to do it.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
So what do you say we jump into our next segment, which is American Horror Story Hotel.
Yes.
I don't even know.
I would like to check into that.
So this week in television, we are talking about the final 2 episodes of the show that nobody cares about, American Horror Story Hotel. Dude, I wouldn't have watched these 2 episodes if we weren't doing a show about it. But do you want us to kind of try to work our way through the episodes? We'll probably be jumping around. I don't know. There'll be spoilers, so if you don't want to find out what happened, don't listen on.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to avoid spoilers when we're going over like 2 hours
Yeah.
of a TV show.
Yeah. I guess maybe you want to give your kind of overall thoughts on the last 2 episodes and the season as a whole, and then we can jump into spoilers after that. Maybe that'll be better.
Let's do that. Yeah, like
now that everyone turned off the episode because I don't want spoilers.
No, I don't know. The first episode that we watched, I like the introduction of Queenie. I was like, it made me realize how much I like Coven more than I like this season. When Queenie was there, she was like the black voodoo doll, or like African American voodoo doll.
Yeah, but
yeah, like she is just I wish they utilized her more because she hasn't really been in the last 2 seasons very much. Like in Circus, or what is it? Yeah, Circus
Freak
or
Show.
Freak Show. Yeah, sorry. She was only in there for like 2 episodes, and this one she's like only in for 5 minutes.
It's cool that they have the connection like between seasons. I thought that was cool. That it's in like the same like universe.
Mm-hmm. Like, and one thing I heard too, there's like a fan theory that's going on, whereas each American Horror Stories is a different circle of hell. So like the first one's like adult or lust, and then this one's like gluttony, because like all the vampires are like sucking blood, and like there's a lot of like smoking and like alcohol. But like
that's a lame theory.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was pretty neat, and like how they intertwined, like sort of like Dante's Inferno. But
maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll be eating crow in 8 years. But
yeah,
like it's just like hell is horror themed, so it's pretty easy to make an argument that they're doing this thing. But
yeah,
anyways,
no, it was. Oh, sorry, you go.
No, that's all right. Keep going.
Yeah, like I don't know, it was good. Like I wish these 2 episodes were probably one of the better episodes, I'm guessing, of the season, but they had so many loose ends that they had to tie up that you're just like, it was dragging on so much and you just hated it, and then now that they close it up you feel better maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so I think I enjoyed these 2 episodes more than I enjoyed the last maybe 5 leading up to it. And I think that's because it feels like a 2-week break again. And I think I just forgot about everything that's happened in this show, and I really didn't care. So I just kind of sat down. Like I just tried to enjoy what happened in the episode. I wasn't thinking about the past characters or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it was all right. Like I didn't like hate watching it. It's not. Well, it's kind of the show's fault because I think it starts with a tone of like scary, creepy, kind of like more of the first 2 seasons of American Horror Story. So like that's what I wanted from this season. But then about halfway through or 3/4 of the way through, it kind of spins off into more of a like the 3rd season, and it's like it's creepy subject matter, but it's not scary. it's handled really like campy and joking and fun.
Yeah.
And I just that's not what I wanted. And like they did a good job maybe of handling it that way, but it's not the show I wanted. Acting's all good, like they're all fucking awesome. The camera works cool, like you see these awesome like creepy shots all the time. And it still feels fresh. Like there's really nothing else on TV that's like this, so it's cool to watch. But it's just the tone of the show is just not what I wanted, and the end, like this last episode, which we'll jump into more in spoilers, like it just a lot of stuff feels tacked on.
Yeah, the ghost thing is just getting like by this point is getting really overdone too.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm never gonna watch this season again, but I think if you were to watch it on Netflix, like binge watch this, I think you might have a better experience with it than watching it over a span of 3 months or whatever it was.
Yeah, I think you got it there. Like it just sucks because you're the time commitment with it. You're spanning it over so long, and you're forgetting. And the characters, some of the characters that you really care about, you weren't seeing every episode.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. I really have no desire to jump into spoilers for this one, but for the sake of giving it its due, let's talk a bit of spoilers. Was there anything that really struck a nerve with you that you wanted to talk about?
I don't know, like the kill me but screw me first was hilarious.
Yeah. Dude, and then she's packing her bags afterwards. So this is Lady Gaga's character and Ramona. Ramona goes in to kill her, and Lady Gaga seduces her and is walking out of the hotel. But that's okay because then she gets shot up and executed afterwards. But yeah, I was like, well, I thought Lady Gaga was going to drug Ramona when Ramona was drinking the wine. I was like, why are you drinking her wine? Just kill her. You want her dead. Craziness.
Yeah, and what happened to the baby? There's no talk about the baby at all. Like we had so much like lead up to the baby,
this baby that's the most important thing to her, and she's leaving the hotel without it. Fuck, I forgot about that. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, and I guess the demon was sort of cool. They didn't really utilize it very much. It was just a flashback scene.
Yeah, it's the thing Mr. March 6 on Sally. You didn't get much more than that. Which, that, I didn't none of those things got explained, which was lame. And then, even some of the moments that they did explain, or some of the characters, they brought Tristan back, which is cool, because, I'm happy for Liz, and I liked Liz the whole show, but Liz hasn't give a fuck about Tristan the last, 5 episodes. He hasn't been mourning Tristan, you didn't see him fuck, I miss Tristan when he was shooting bitches up left, right, and center.
And I think with
he had his hot lad and bling. He didn't care about no dead boyfriend.
The one thing that sort of made me mad about this episode, or the last episode, was the jumping around in time. How many years we go through? 5 years in a span of 45 minutes.
Yeah, and the whole last 5 or whatever time lapse it was just to explain John's character, which really required no explanation. The last time we saw them, they were a family together at their house, and there was some stuff unresolved, but that's just as tied up as a lot of these characters were. I would have rather been left like that and not given this long explanation that felt really pointless, I thought. John's character, I didn't like them explaining, and Sally, what?
Yeah, she just wants a man, I guess.
Yeah, and what did you think of the social media scene in the last one there?
That was so weird when she's just taking pictures and there's it was just there's no. I would become a ghost. If I'd do my ghost when I was looking good, and then I'd use my mind and make money, and it's just there's no reason not to be a ghost in the world, and how the ghosts affect it. That's one thing I didn't like. And another thing, when they do have that ghost meeting, there's only like 8 ghosts there, but they've been murdering people for like 95 years.
Like that All Hallows Eve or the Devil's Night party or whatever?
Well, no. Like when they do a meeting.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
There's like 8 ghosts, and they're like, you guys better be good. But there's been how many people that have died there? They don't like, did they go to heaven or they go to hell, or did they, like, I don't understand.
Yeah, it was really picky and choosy. It's just, it wasn't well written at all.
Yeah, and like the time thing too, like just rewinding it a bit. Like American Horror Story does that in like every season. They do like a time jump.
Yeah,
and it's sort of annoying.
Yeah. Well,
that being said, or sorry.
Oh no, keep going.
That being said, I liked this ending better than how they've ended a lot of other American Horror Stories, because it's not happy. Like, it's not Peters' character being married and settling at home. You know, like all those ones, like most of them have all been happy up into this far.
Dude, this is a pretty happy ending, I thought. Like Liz gets to live happily ever after. The hotel gets to be ran by ghosts. The daughter of John's daughter's okay with the weird shit that is her family. Like,
I guess
that was like, it wasn't sad.
You know what I was really hoping for though was John's daughter to like go and like stake the mom and the kid and be like, I'm Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That'd be fun. I don't know. Overall, it just left a lot of things unanswered, and wasn't that great. But
what do you think the next season's going to be based on?
They haven't announced anything yet.
No.
Maybe it'll be a funeral home. I have no idea. That was the first thing that came to my mind.
When I was thinking, I was like, it would be neat to have zombies, but there's so many zombies everywhere with like Walking Dead.
Yeah, I doubt it'd be zombies.
Yeah, it'd be cool if they had like some sort of like Satan thing, because they're referencing Murder House quite a bit, and like they had that medium that came back from Murder House.
You could do like a prison cell.
Yeah, that'd be,
or a jail.
Yeah, I don't think they'll confine it to a building though.
No,
I think it'll be more of like a bigger. Because they've confined it all to buildings, right? Except for Freak Show, I guess.
You do like a ship,
Coven,
or an island, a cruise ship, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because they leave hints in the movie. Like, I've never seen the hints really, but they leave hints in the series for the next series' theme. But
cool. Well, I guess we'll find out. They'll probably announce that pretty soon. I don't know.
Yeah, it's usually like 2 or 3 months after.
Are you gonna keep up with it? You're gonna watch it still though?
Yeah, like I think Jessica Lange might be coming back there saying. So if she comes back for sure, I'll watch it. Like, I'll give it a chance.
Yeah.
Like Coven wasn't the best one either, but I kept watching Freak Show.
Yeah, I didn't mind Coven, and I just have not watched Freak Show yet. So.
Yeah, like it's more of the imagery with Freak Show.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Anyways, how about we jump into our featured movie of the week?
Yep.
So do it. Let's get under them stairs.
Under them stairs.
In every neighborhood, there is one house that adults whisper about, and children cross the street to avoid. Now, Wes Craven, creator of A Nightmare on Elm Street, takes you inside.
Something's in there.
But we gotta get out of here, Leroy.
All sorts of rumors about what goes on in that house. The police never took it serious.
She's been feeding that thing between the walls again.
I'm very, very tense about this.
There must be another way out.
Can't get out. No one ever has.
And that was from the trailer of Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs, a movie about a little boy named Poindexter, or as he's called by his nickname, fool. Him and his family are getting evicted from their apartment, and by some rich, weird couple. He goes with his couple of adult buddies. They break into the house. They go to steal some shit. And the people that own the apartments are actually really crazy. They get trapped. They can't get out. And that's kind of what the movie's about. There's some scary shit under the stairs, too, that are people. It's kind of the mix mash summary. What did you think of the people under the stairs, Matt?
It was pretty funny. I'm surprised I haven't watched this movie before. I love Wes Craven. But this was it was a lot of fun. There wasn't much horror in it, but it was still a great movie.
I actually jumped a couple times watching this, and the tone. I thought it was a really weird tone. Hey, like it was funny, kind of like there was humor to it. But the scares, and some of the dialogue was way more terrifying than most movies, or like scary movies that have humor in them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like I don't think the humor was intentional.
Like some of the stuff that the mummy said, or whatever her name was, I think it was actually, she was credited as mum or mummy. Like some of the Satan shit she said, I was like, holy fuck. And like the way she treated her daughter, I was just like, this is awkward. You're evil. You're evil.
Yeah, I think you could make a drinking game for every time they said kill them, burn in hell, or go to hell.
And like just screeching it. And that dad, like the dad was a creepy ass character too.
Yeah, and like they weren't. Yeah, no, it was nuts.
Like that black leather suit thing, like that shit's scary.
And like I wonder if they just put that in there to build a character, maybe like to build like a character like Freddy and Jason.
I don't know. I think it's just like they're like, they describe these people like they're weird people, and
they're just fucked up. Yeah,
they're just fucked up weird people. Dude, I totally thought the dad, like whoever the actor is, like it was a very Jim Carrey performance. Like I could see Jim Carrey acting that role.
Yeah, he was just nuts.
Yeah, some of the facial expressions and stuff, like it's totally Jim Carrey. But yeah, I thought it was good. I was a little worried when it started. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. But like the dialogue, like the fool, whoever the actor is that played Fool, he's a good little kid actor. Like he was hilarious. Like
he made this movie.
We got to see some good one-liners. Some nice punch to the nuts. Like it was a lot of fun.
Punch to the dog's face.
Yeah.
Did you think the movie was a little bit racist though? Like I like it was really stereotypical.
Yeah,
black.
I would agree with that. I never thought of it as racist. I just thought it was like a
over embellished stereotype, maybe.
Kind of, yeah. It felt like it was a movie that was made, like it was like trying to have a bunch of black characters in it, whereas probably back then there wasn't a lot of movies that were mostly black cast, especially in horror, I would guess.
Yeah.
So, but then I guess, yeah, like it was really stereotypical black dialogue, but I don't know, I didn't find it like really condescending, but maybe that's just because I'm not in a position to. I thought it was fun. I thought the characters were really well. I guess they are kind of stereotypical.
Yeah, and it's sort of like they're trying to make it so it's sort of like the black people are rebelling against the white people, or like not black people, but like the poor ghetto people are. It's almost like a fairy tale. You know what I mean? Like they're trying. Yeah, it's like a fairy tale.
You could definitely have like the kind of a meta. I don't know if there's really a slavery metaphor there. And like the daughter that they have in their possession is like she's white, so
yeah, I guess, yeah. And like there's white people downstairs too.
Yeah, I could definitely see now. Like it's hard to tell. Like I don't know how this movie would have been perceived when it came out back in like 1991 or whatever it was. But yeah, you can see some of that now. There's a bit of stereotypical like black dialogue, but I thought it was good. Yeah, I don't know. You want to jump into some spoilers?
Yeah, let's jump into the spoilers.
You got a good spoiler song you told me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you ready to sing?
Spoiler time. If you don't want to listen to the ending, don't listen to this movie. Or, sorry, this podcast.
Spoiler time.
I don't want to spoil this movie for you. Yeah. I was trying to do it over
Get a sweet
time.
recording of that. That's awesome. So yeah, do you want to start with maybe the twist?
Yeah, like they're actually stolen. Like the mom and dad are actually brother and sister, and they steal children.
Yeah, and all the people under the stairs, which we didn't refer to much in our non-spoiler review, are actually stolen children as well. That they get forced to just eat humans by the looks of it.
Yeah. And they're like, they either get their eyes or ears or tongue chopped off.
Yeah. Were you like, oh shit, think it was crazy? Or are you just...
Yeah, like, one big thing that, like, I know you probably haven't watched it, but this movie, it has a lot of similarities to The Collector. Like, it is ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I never did get around to watching it.
Yeah, like, it was pretty... I think they took a lot of stuff from this with all, like, the gadgets, or maybe Home Alone. Because it's a lot like Home Alone 2 with...
They really like that fall away staircase. And it's like, I think they use that 10 times.
And that's what I don't understand. Like the one time when he's like, you better say a prayer. Like, dude, you like fell down that staircase like 5 times. What the frick are you doing?
Oh, man. Did you have any good quotes that stood out to you that you wrote down or anything?
Yeah, I had so many freaking quotes. Like, it was ridiculous how many. I ain't stupid. Chicken shit.
Yeah, the only one that I remember I know I laughed at a ton of them, but it's when they found Spencer or whatever, like the guy who broke into the house first and gets killed. And the kid's like, you thought that sucker was white before. He thought he was white before. You should see that sucker now.
Yeah.
That was good stuff. Yeah, that kid was awesome. He made that movie. Did you get frustrated when he runs away from the house when the girl refuses to jump out of the attic with him?
Yeah, like this movie is really long.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking if they would have jumped out, it would have been nice, but it's also good that he has like the redemption. He's like, I'm not a chicken shit. I gotta own up to my mistakes, and I gotta like slay this dragon.
Yeah,
like, that's why I think it's like a fairy tale.
He's got more balls than I think most people in the world do. I don't know if I'd want to go back to that house.
Yeah,
they make it rain at the end of the movie too. Dude, like when we have dynamite blow up that blows up an entire house, we can't have a guy's face not be burnt. Did you know? Yeah. The daddy's like standing in front of this dynamite that literally causes flames to go throughout the whole fucking house.
And he's standing right on top of it too.
And he's like unscathed.
Yeah.
And instead of dying by dynamite, he dies in a pool of crap.
And he asphyxiates. Like it was sort of weird like that and almost cartoonish.
Yeah,
but
I know the most depressing death was the poor little dogs.
Yeah,
and that dog was a fucking cool character. Yeah. Like they handled it really well. Like he actually felt like another person in the movie. Like
it took a bunch of shit though. Holy man!
I thought it died the first time.
Yeah, with electrocution.
Yeah.
And you know the funny thing. You know what the funny thing was though? When he was starting to do that, I knew exactly what he was going to do.
Yeah,
because that's what we did at the farm. We'd like grab the fence and grab onto our friend and let him get zapped. Like it was hilarious. But no, yeah, the dog's a little trooper. Yeah. He fought hard.
And like even when the dog gets so basically tricks Daddy into stabbing it through the wall. Well, like even Fool's acting when the dog is like it's like Bugs Bunny like fake pain, and it's cool that they just let Daddy fall for it. And, like I had a fun time watching it.
Yeah, and like the scene where he's got the S&M gear and he's blowing blowing like holes in the wall with a shotgun trying to kill this guy. I was like, that's pretty fucked up. But then I remembered when I lived in a shitty house too, and there's like mice in the walls. I was almost tempted to grab a shotgun and start blowing holes in the wall because like that was annoying.
That is the one thing. Like this, so we didn't mention the Roach character at all, who's kind of pretty pivotal to the whole thing. He basically leads Fool to the girl, the daughter, and leads Fool to Gold, like gives them the money to pay rent. What did you think of him?
Yeah, like he was the secondary character that prompted him, and yeah, like I was mad when he died. Like when we first saw him, I was like, what the frick? It's one of those crazy evil people. But he really did a 180, and like I was sad when he died.
Yeah, the acting for that character was fucking insane too. Like he felt like a crazy person.
He was crazy, but genuinely wanted to help everyone, right?
Yeah, no, he's a good little guy. That was one thing. I'm hard pressed to believe that he could live in that house for like more than 2 weeks without them being able to track him down.
Yeah.
Like if you own this house, like wouldn't you just gut the walls at some point and just get rid of the guy if he's causing you that much havoc?
And I don't understand why he couldn't have walked in there too. Like I know they said that it's too small for him.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't too small, but like I know it's
for the sake of the movie, I guess.
Yeah, it was like a line that, like, oh yeah, I'm too big to get in there. But then when you like see it in all the shots, it's like, dude, you could totally fit in there. There's nothing stopping you.
Yeah.
Oh well. Do you got anything else you want to talk about? Would you have survived being in People Under the Stairs?
I don't know. It's tough to say because like
you wouldn't fit in the walls, so you'd be fucked.
Yeah. If I was a kid, maybe I could probably do it. But yeah, no, like it was, I don't know. I probably wouldn't I'd probably survive. I wouldn't be so like, I don't know, forgiving. Like our main character, Fool, he has a whole bunch of other chances to take him down or to kill him. And he sort of is just like, let's run around in the house a bunch, you know?
Yeah.
Like this movie could have ended pretty quickly on a number of times. If I was Leroy or the other dude, I probably wouldn't last at all. Yeah. Leroy was hilarious.
Yeah. Leroy was funny. I don't remember any particular funny things, but I don't know if I'd make it through this movie. I'd probably get killed off. I get fed to the cannibals. The end when the cannibals get let free and all these dead looking things are just like walking around like smiling and having fun while the money's running down. That was awesome too.
I know, and I'd be scared. I'd be like, there's zombies everywhere. Like we're fucked.
Yeah. That was cool. It was good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It was a good movie. And it seems like a really original movie up until that point. Like I haven't seen a lot of movies that have done this, you know?
I can't really compare it to anything.
Which is which is hard for horror.
Yeah. You got me intrigued. I'm kind of interested. I'd like to read more to see like what they thought about racism in the movie. And like the racial undertones and if that caused any riffs when it came out or not. But
it made a lot of money, I guess. Like it was on the number 1 in the box office.
Yeah. Cool. Do you have anything more you want to talk about before we close the casket on the episode?
I don't know. If you guys haven't watched this or watched this movie, do a drinking game. That's what I'm suggesting to everyone.
Yeah, we should make some rules we should do some drinking game rules sometime for these movies.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah. Oh well. We'll see. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it won't. You want to close the casket?
Let's
finish it up.
Let's finish it.
Finish him.
Fatality.
All right, before we lower the casket into the ground for another episode, we have to do our kill count for the next episode. We will be watching Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension. We'll see how that is.
Yeah, hopefully it's good. I have a feeling it's not.
We'll find out. We had a split, so Who do you think should go first?
Maybe I should go first, or you should go first, because last time, or you won the set, right? You won the to 7.
Oh yeah, but we didn't really make that official as a thing, so let's just pick, and whoever loses is going to be doing some drinks. So who cares about the score? I will go with. Fuck, I don't know. People don't die in these movies a whole lot, do they?
I don't know. I've only watched the first 2.
I think it's a pretty low count. I'll say 2.
I'll go 3 then.
Sweet.
Hopefully
That's that.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be Paranormal Activity: The Ghost Dimension. Next episode. Go watch it. It comes out on Blu-ray Tuesday. You can find other episodes of the show at SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube. Go hit that up. Subscribe. You can contact us at Twitter. On Twitter, I am at Karson Broughton. That's Karson with a K. Braaten. And where can they find you, Matt?
You can catch me at Peter's Agro.
Peter's Agro. Agro. Hit us up at checkyourbackseat@gmail.com. Give us suggestions, things you'd like to watch. Maybe you could figure out how the heck we could make this kill count fun for everybody. But yeah, that's it. We got Paranormal Activity coming next episode. Go watch it. And until next time, don't break into houses that belong to brother and sisters that are really crazy and weird and have cannibals living under the stairs.